Now we are going to start with another theory based on the quantum mechanics, that is the valence bond theory and the molecular orbital theory, right. So we will be taking up this valence bond theory first. So this valence bond theory is just trying to explain you that how atomic orbitals actually combine to form a molecule, and they will be explaining on the basis of energy consideration and the overlapping, right. So the first we are discussing on the factor of energy, like we are considering the energy factor, that when the atomic orbitals are combining, then how the energy factor is taken into the consideration. So what does it say? So let us take an example of hydrogen molecule. So we know that hydrogen molecule is formed when suppose we have two atoms, and we know that when these two atoms combine, they form a hydrogen molecules. So what happened? We know that like in hydrogen atom there is a nucleus and there is one electron present in it. So I will write Ea, and there is one electron Eb, and also write the nucleus as Na and let it be as Nb. So what happens? See, when the two atoms are far apart from each other, they have no kind of interaction between them. But when they start approaching each other, a new kind of attraction comes into play. A new kind of attraction, or you can say new type of interaction comes into play. And what is that interaction actually? So we will see that that interaction includes the attractive forces as well as the repulsive forces. So let us focus on the interactions first. So now earlier, like if we talk about the old interactions, so what we saw, if we talk about the old interaction, what we saw that there was an attraction between the nucleus A and the electron A, and there was the attraction even between the nucleus of B and the electron of B. Now when they start coming closer to each other, we see a new kind of interactive forces that can be attractive as well as repulsive. So we saw that like if I write the new interactions, what came into play when they start approaching each other. So what happened? There is an attraction between the nucleus of A and the electron of B, nucleus of B and the electrons of A. Right. So that means this is a new kind of attraction which we get to see, and moreover we get to see there was repulsive forces. These are the attraction, I am just writing here attraction, and we get to see a kind of repulsive attraction also, that is between the nucleus of A and nucleus of B, electron of A and electron of B. So I will write here, suppose I have this nucleus A, I have nucleus B, I have electron A, I have electron B. So these are the things. So initially which we saw that what was the attraction actually, that nucleus A attracted this, nucleus B attracted this, right, and then now there are the forces of interaction, this and this, these are all attracting each other. So how many attractive forces do we get to see? There are total of 4 attractive forces, that is between nucleus A, electron A, nucleus B, electron B, nucleus of A, electron of B, nucleus of B and electron of A. So 4 attractive forces. But if we talk about the repulsive forces are 2, that is you can say between nucleus A and nucleus B and electron of A and electron B. So that means total of repulsive forces. Now as the attractive forces are more in the magnitude, so that means the number of attractive forces operating are more. So that means they tend to come closer to each other, right, and when they tend to like come closer to each other, there will be a state where you can say they will achieve the energy, that is the state of minimum energy and the maximum stability, and there only they are going to stop, right. So suppose this is my hydrogen A and hydrogen B, so they start coming towards each other, and what happens, they just you can say they stop at the level where the attractive forces are maximum, energy is minimum and stability is maximum. I will write here, energy is minimum, stability is maximum. So they will just stop at this moment, and this will result in the bond formation. And you know that if we try to make them more closer to each other, instead of increasing, like instead of attractive forces being increased, what happens? Actually the repulsive forces increase and no bond is actually formed. So we need to stop them at the place where the energy is minimum and the stability is maximum. This is what actually the valence bond theory explained on the basis of energy factor. That means I will just sum up again. Suppose we have two combining atomic orbitals, they are far apart, right, one is here, one is here. So what is going to happen? There is no kind of interaction, right, but when they will start approaching each other, they will just tend to attract or repel each other. So we have seen that there are few attractive forces and few repulsive forces. The condition necessary for the atomic orbitals to combine is that the attractive forces should be more and repulsive should be less. So this is what we saw, that here the attractive forces are more and repulsive are less. So that means is it tends to make hydrogen atom come more closer, and the time when they come more closer, they are stopped at that distance, or you can say they just stop at the state where the attractive forces are maximum, energy factor is minimum, and stability is maximum. That leads to the formation of molecule. So this is what is the explanation of valence bond theory on the energy factor. So what it takes into consideration actually, if we talk about the overlapping one, so it says that, like if we talk about the overlapping factor now, so the overlapping factor is that when the hydrogen molecule is formed, we see that there is a state when the atoms are so near, right, like this, that they partially interpret, as you saw, that they partially merge. This partial merging is something called as overlapping. This is called as overlapping. And you know that this extent of overlapping just decides the strength of the bond. That means more is the overlapping, more is the strength of the bond, stronger is the bond, right, and less is the overlapping, weaker is the bond. So this is how, just see, these are the atomic orbitals, half filled atomic orbitals. Again, this is another half filled atomic orbitals. They are just approaching each other and they will just interpret with each other, and what happens, their half filled atomic orbitals just get paired up, and this result in the formation of molecule. So this is how, like on the basis of valence bond theory, you need to explain. So if somebody asks you to explain the formation of molecule on the basis of valence bond theory, you are just going to answer in a way that yes, we can, this theory actually is meant for explaining that how the half filled atomic orbitals clubbed with each other in order to form molecule, and we can actually explain it on the basis of two factors. One is the energy, another is the overlapping. Energy is that, like the bond formation will take place only when the bond will result in the decrease in energy, so that the molecule can have the stability accordingly, right. So for that we need to focus on attractive and the repulsive forces. So if attractive forces exceeds, then the bond is obviously going to be formed, and if the repulsive forces are more, then you can say that that molecule is not going to form in any condition, right. Second is that when the bond is formed, we have to take into consideration the overlapping also, because I told you that when they approach, they stop at that state where the attractive force is maximum, and that state is a state where they partially interpret, and this partial interpretation is overlapping, and more is the overlapping, stronger is the bond. And what as a result do you get to see? That the molecule is formed, right. That means half filled atomic orbital, half filled atomic molecule just get paired up, and this result in a formation of molecule. Now we will be focusing that how actually this overlapping can take place, because when we saw the overlapping can take place in two conditions, like, or you can say in two manners, right. So we will be now taking up the consideration that what kind of overlapping do we get to see, but definitely the overlapping is going to be there. Overlapping is going to be there.